Well, hello and welcome to The Elegant Life, a place where I empower women in how to both live and manifest an exquisite life for themselves. And how do we do that? We do that through feminine confidence, feminine energy, and of course, ease. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video on these empowering topics for you. So let's talk manifesting. Now, if you've listened to anything that I've ever said about manifesting, because I've manifested an amazing amount of things in my life, the one thing that I said, particularly in the video that I did last week, so if you haven't seen that, I'll put the link in the description and somewhere here, you need to get very specific on what it is you want your next best version of your life to look and feel like. Now, that's okay if you know that, but what feedback I got from very personal emails was, Erin, what do I do if I actually don't know what I want? Or this was another one, can you relate? Erin, I have wanted something for years, and now that it's almost about to appear in my life, like I can see it in the next year, it's going to come, I don't want it anymore. And that really scares some women. I've been manifesting and living an elegant life for many, many years now, and I've been through it all. And so in today's video, I'm going to go through and answer these questions. What do you do if A, you don't know exactly what you want, or B, if what you want has now changed, or if it keeps changing and you just feel like you're never arriving at this glorious life that everybody promises you? Okay, let's dive into all of that now. So I have manifested multiple big dreams in my life, tiny ones and big ones. And what I have seen as a pattern is that when I was extra specific, all of those details and even better than that have come true. So that's why I say, be specific, live out your most exquisite life. It doesn't have to just be okay. It can be exquisite. And that's the fun of living this beautiful human life that we were given with free will. If you cannot connect with those specifics right now, then here's my elegant solution to you. Go general. It sounds like a total, what, Erin? You told me to be specific, now you're telling me to go general? Hear me out. When you go general and go back to just basically, what are you programmed as? You are programmed to be a woman in this lifetime, a female, okay? A female has certain feminine energies. You are also still divine energy. Divine energy has certain attributes and energies. So go back to those. I won't go into all the feminine energies. That's what I really spend a majority of my time in the Elegant Art to Feminine Confidence program doing for women. Bringing them back home, connecting to the essence of what they are. But for now, let's just focus on the divine energies you are. Divine energy is creative energy. It is unlimited, abundant energy. It is loving energy, joyful, blissful energy. It is generous energy. And so just step back and say, I desire a life with even more joy, even more love, even more unlimited abundance, so I can feel like I can be more generous. You see what I mean? That's you being general, and it's still coming from the essence of what you are. Now, what happens when you're in this general energy is it creates space. The mind turns off, and you just live in space. And in that space is where silence is. You'll start hearing, receiving divine inspiration, getting you more specific. You'll have experiences put in your reality that will perhaps give you a taste of that joy and that creativity, and that will move you forward that way. Or it will provide experiences that will give you the exact contrast of what you want. And it will say, I for sure know that now that is something that I no longer want in my life. Like, I'm not going for that, let's say, big corporate job anymore. Now I know that I'm moving in this direction. So either things can happen to you. You just keep following that. I'm going to be honest, it can take a while and you will feel uncomfortable. That's as well another beautiful divine experience for yourself. How much can you just rest in the unknown and surrender and know that if you just simply say the intention of I desire to be more of my divine energies of this, that the universe will guide you. So you surrender into that. It always works. So give yourself some patience. Now let me move on to the second scenario. One woman wrote me and said, Erin, what do I do? Because I have wanted something for years. And I know that this year it's going to come into manifestation. And yet I don't feel joy for it anymore. Now this can happen so often. It's happened to me, so I get it. And I want to share some elegant wisdom on this. Let's look at how manifestation really works. We start getting this inspiration about what we want our next best version of our life and self to be and feel like. So we get this, and this is it. We would already have that if we were a vibrational match to it. But we don't have it yet, which means we're not a vibrational match. So what will happen is this period of time where, again, you're going to be going through experiences, opportunities for growth, opportunities to change your perspective, to have a different perspective, to fail, to experience the contrast of what you want and what you don't, to experience more of what you do want. All of this process here is allowing you to become a vibrational match to exactly what you desire. Through that process, you actually start living that. And depending on how long that process takes, based on you can be living almost a full version of that for a very long time. And what will happen if you almost get there is it doesn't feel exciting because you've experienced it. You feel like you've gotten everything you can from that version of you. And so as we were created as these ever-expanding divine beings, you'll get that tap on your soul again that will say, it's time for even more expansion. Oh, you can go further. You can get this bigger. You can receive even deeper. And so that is the reason you don't feel excited about that anymore. I've had this in so many different ways that we could sit down and have a real good chat. I'll share one example. Some of you may have heard it before. Some of you may not have. But when I was a school teacher in Canada, I went with my husband to London on a vacation, and I was sitting atop one of those London sightseeing buses, and we went through the business district, called the City, and I saw women dressed up in beautiful outfits running with their laptop under their arm through the streets. And in my mind, I never gave myself validation enough for all of the beauty and importance that teachers could have and be, and just feel good with my impact in the world. I viewed that as being what I wanted to experience. I wanted to experience that kind of success, that kind of power that I thought it was. And I remember just visualizing myself doing that atop of this bus. I go back to Canada. I'm living my life. I'm not even really thinking about it. But here's what happened. Fast forward years later, and I'm living in England, and I'm racing with a laptop under my arm through Paddington Station, sweating, stressed out of my mind because I have to get home to pick up my daughter from the day home, and that lady didn't like it if I was even 1 minute late. And now I had missed my train and I was going to get her wrath. I was so stressed out, and all of a sudden something just flashed in me. Erin, you're living what you wanted. And what the second message was, yeah, but I don't want this. And so here I was. I had been living that life for quite a while, but I didn't want it anymore. It didn't bring me joy. It didn't make me feel expansive. It just felt like the stress of life upon me. And so I had to go into an experience where I created the silence. Time to step back. It's time to go general. It's time to go back to my values. It's time to create the space. And that is how the elegant life came to be. So ladies, trust me, this period of time when you don't know what the future is going to be for you, it will come to you. You just need to congratulate yourself that you've done so much beautiful shifting and expanding that you've reached this place, and it's time for you to go again. Okay? So ladies, if you are a woman who have had your soul being knocked on for a while, who you don't know where you're supposed to go or how it's supposed to come out, but you just want to expand, you want to move into that next best version of your life, but you don't know what it is, you don't know how to get there, and you don't know how to be supported through it, click the link in the description box to learn more about what the elegant art of feminine confidence is, because this is exactly what I take you through. When you have all of these teachings and this energy within you, you're able to transform so quickly, and the manifestations start happening more quickly. And if that is what you're open to and you want to experience, then please do join us in the Elegant Art of Feminine Confidence program. All right, ladies, make it an elegant week, and I'll see you next time.